Greetings, folks. Dice Kitty here, and I have a special guest with me. This is Michael Coe, right?
That's right. You got it perfect.
Yeah.
Some people get my last name. It's simple and small as my last name is. Some people mess it up.
Oh, well, I'm glad I got it right. So I'm off to a good start with this then. So he is the owner, correct?
That's right.
Of Gamelyn Games. Now, a lot of you who know me know how much I love Tiny Epic Galaxies. This is the man responsible for that game right here. So, how long have you owned Gamelyn Games?
I started Gamelyn Games in 2012. So I can't believe it's been that long, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, and then our first Tiny Epic game with Scott Alms as the designer of the Tiny Epic series was 2014 with Tiny Epic Kingdom. So a couple of years where I was doing some of my own designs, just kind of trying to establish myself as a publisher, show that I could take concept to shelf. Then once I felt like I had a good couple of examples of that, I reached out to other designers and got in touch with Scott. And as fans of Gamelyn Games and the Tiny Epic series know, Scott and I have just been connected at the hip ever since. So.
Well, guys, this is actually a treat because I've been trying to get an interview with him this whole show, and they have been packed. You would not believe their booth is just always busy, which is a good sign because that means there's sustainability with their game company and their games. So that's always a good thing. But so you've got some new Tiny Epics here, right?
Yeah. So these are brand new. They're not out in the wild yet. Tiny Epic Defenders it was actually the second Tiny Epic game that we did. We followed Tiny Epic Kingdoms up. But the new Tiny Epic Defenders is a completely new package, all new art, new graphic design, same concept, but some of the things have been made to develop to be a little bit more exciting, a little more entertaining. And then we've introduced item meeples, which is something that we brought out with Tiny Epic Quest for the first time, and we fell in love with item meeples so much, and so we wanted to kind of go back and bring it into Tiny Epic Defenders as well. So that's what these are here.
They are so cool, guys. Seriously.
So we got back items in this one. So this goes right onto his back as a little cape.
So they're little items there. They're little meeples, and then look, he's got a cape on his back. That's adorable. And yeah, it looks like a horn of some kind. You just plug it right into the hole there. So that's cool, and like a little staff. It's amazing. That's so cute. So
this game is going to be released, or it's going to be delivered to Kickstarter backers in July, and then we'll follow up shortly with a retail release. So this is right on the precipice of coming out. We're really close to that. Tiny Epic Zombies is finishing up production right now, and then we'll go into assembly and get it on the water. And we're looking at a Halloween release for Tiny Epic Zombies.
That's perfect. That's my wedding anniversary, so that's going to be my wedding gift to myself.
And of course, we're still playing with our favorite toy, the item meeples. But in this one, we've put them in vehicles. There's a motorcycle and a cop car that comes with Tiny Epic Zombies, and they fit nice and snug, just like the Dairy Queen Blizzard. You can put it upside down; it's not going to fall out.
That's awesome, and that is I don't want to say anything because copyright stuff. But if you watch a particular zombie show that looks like somebody with a bat, that's awesome.
So yeah, we're very happy with these two games. They're just, and then Tiny Epic Defenders has the expansion, Tiny Epic Defenders: The Dark War. So this was something that we really have been wanting to do for a while, and releasing this expansion is what helped kind of make sense of revisiting the core game and just bringing it up in terms of quality a little bit more to kind of match the rest of the Tiny Epic series.
Right. Well, I love the new box art for Defenders, and the other game is still, the original Defenders is still amazing. So if you've got copies of that, don't get rid of them. Keep them.
The collector's items now.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You heard it from the man himself. They're collector items. I guess I should have brought my copy to have you sign it then. But so, what's your favorite Tiny Epic, or do you have one?
My favorite one, and it may sound trite, but it's always like the one that I'm working on next that I've not released yet, just because I'm putting so much time into it, and I love all of the Tiny Epic games. I love them all very dearly. Everyone has been my favorite in order of making it, but In terms of like going back and playing, I like them for different reasons. If I have a group of experienced gamers, then I'm pretty inclined to bring out Tiny Epic Western.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoy the engine of Tiny Epic Western. I like the poker aspect, but it's best played with more serious gamers. If I'm playing with some lighter gamers, maybe some family members that aren't so into the hobby, I'll bring out Tiny Epic Galaxies because it's really approachable. It plays pretty quick. The engine's not really that complicated.
Yeah.
But it's really gratifying. You feel very satisfied with what you can get done. And then if I'm playing with like Nathan Hatfield, who is our sales officer at Gamelyn. If it's like just me and him, and we're wanting to play something short, we'll play Tiny Epic Kingdoms because it's very cutthroat, and him and I have no problem stabbing each other in the back when it comes to board games. Best friends in real life, but we're down and dirty in games. So they all kind of have something a little bit different that I like.
Well, I got to tell you, I was very surprised. Because Gamelyn is known for their Tiny Epic games, and then I saw the box for Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. About fell in the floor. That thing is huge. It is amazing, though, like all the pieces. So you've got this big box game now, and it has an expansion, right? The Chaos and
Order and Chaos. And
Order
then
and Chaos.
We're on Kickstarter right now with another expansion.
Oh, wow.
Called Pestilence that introduces 2 more really awesome factions and a bunch of other awesome stuff. So,
are you guys thinking about doing more of the big box games like that to help expand that part?
Yes, we are. Yep, that's we've got one in development right now that's really far along, and we're really happy with how it's coming along. And
can you give me a theme on it, maybe?
I have nothing. I have nothing to give on it.
Okay.
I
I understand.
Sworn to secrecy.
I understand how that goes. Well, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to ask you. Oh, Tiny Epic Galaxies. So the secret missions and the pilot cards, and my fellow gamer friends at home would kill me if I didn't ask this. We noticed there was a rainbow of colors to them.
Yes.
And we have taken them and spread them out on the table and put them with their colors.
Okay.
Is there any particular reason that they're color-coded like that, or does that just happen to be an aesthetic thing?
Okay, you ready for the big reveal? The secret that has eluded everybody?
Here it comes, guys.
Now, from here on out, you can play completely different now that you have this information?
Yes.
It means nothing.
Yeah. You should have seen us. It was about 2 hours. We sat there trying to figure out what
I'm sorry. That's my graphic designer. You blame him for that wasted time.
No, it was fun though to sit there and do that because we were like, oh well, this pilot looks like it's a noble, but there's another one that's like completely opposite of a noble with the same color. What's going on? We're like, oh, maybe it's got something to do with the future expansion. You should have seen us.
Well, maybe there's an opportunity for us to make sense of that in a future expansion. That's what I'll take from this.
Well, we love the references that you guys put in the games, the homages to stuff, and like I said, Galaxies is my favorite. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so
nice.
We've caught the references in that, and we love it. We love it. You
subtle.
guys are great. Yeah, they're subtle, but they're perfect. So if you guys have not played any Tiny Epic games, you need to. Seriously, they are amazing. So anything else you want to add, like website or how people can contact you through Twitter or Facebook or anything like that?
Yeah, so we're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Reddit, and it's just, Gamelyn Games. Really the best way is if you just like Google Tiny Epic and then just find GamelynGames.com. We've got all of our stuff on GamelynGames.com. There's a newsletter that you can join, and that way you can learn about all the new stuff that we're coming out with, and definitely check out the Kickstarter for Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea Pestilence, because if you missed the first Kickstarter for Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea last year, we've brought it all back in this new Kickstarter at the same price that you can get all the stretch goals from the first one included, so as if you didn't miss out on a single thing, so check that out. Otherwise, awesome. It's been a nice getting to chat with you, Kat.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
All right, gamers, board out, game on.